Bestel live stream 7 p.m. Wednesday. Hello. Horrible my uke there. So plug in. Hi. How you doing? Are you doing well? Hope you are well. Say hello if you are here and you can hear me. I'm only around for an hour today, actually, because there is a roast on the go. I'm just gonna share this as a chat to you. Oh, we haven't got the little logos around yet, do we? There we go. Da 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 da. I was at a festival this weekend, playing at Knockengarick, which was quite fun. It was nice to be back. Amongst people. Hello Claude, hello Katie, how's it all going? I'm gonna... My Facebook is not working, it's just a big blob, so if you want to share this, please do, that'd be lovely. I'll start with a little bit of Norah Jones, I think, just to get settled in. Hello Marta. Waited till I saw the sun. Don't know why I didn't come. Left you by the house of fun. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, wished that I could fly away instead of Something has to make you run. Don't know why I didn't come. Feel as empty as a drum. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. A little bit of Nora there. Thanks, Finn. Ooh. What's going on? Having a freak out pedal? Don't freak out on me. That won't be good. Oh, hello. Hello to Cecile. Hello, Stephen. Thank you. Welcome back. Hello, Dad. Saying Ev. What are you saying? Ooh, what's wrong with you? I didn't touch you. Ah! Go on. Go on. Stick the reverb on. Weird. Okay. Oh, so cheeky. Right, I'm gonna just 2 seconds. Me horribly talking to you for 20 seconds. I'm just gonna turn this off and turn it back on again. Let's get it back. Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna calm down and be normal. Let's hope. Ooh. Are we back? Yay! How dare you defy me? Hello, Becca. Just missed the beginning because I was grabbing my dinner. That's perfectly alright. Hi, Thomas. How is life? How is life? How is life? Life is good. Life is alright. I've been I don't know. World's a bit of a weird place. Always is. It's just very recently in the past few days, a lot of things all happening at once that all seem a bit mad. Hello, Stuart, back from COVID land. Glad you've been in festival land. I'm in love with May. May is lovely. It's been really nice. All the elderflower are coming out, blossoming. The last bluebell stragglers are my little bluebells from 2 weeks ago have now got their big seed pods on them, which is quite fun. I don't know what in this room. I don't remember seeing any flies or anything, so I'm not quite sure how they were what's it called? Not fertilized. They were the word in which you need for plants to. Nope, it's gone. Pollinated. Thanks, Finn. I don't know how it was pollinated, but secret little mischievous, invisible flying things. Or maybe it was me. Maybe I just brushed them on one another. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's nice to see you all. Thanks for being here with me. I'm only on for an hour tonight. Got a roast and then heading off down south for the weekend, for a long weekend, which will be lovely. A nice trip away. Not musical related, all for the soul. Oh, Sophie, hello. That's really lovely. Thanks for telling me. And hello to you all listening. Let's do let's do a little bit of Coconut Grove while I do the competition. If you would like to enter to win this, which isn't finished yet, but this one, it looks the same as last week's because I sent Michael the winner last week, a different one. But I'm going to finish that one off and send it out. Yeah. Oh, I'm really glad. That's lovely, Sophie. Thank you. If you'd like to enter to win that little mandala that I hand drew, and I will finish. All you have to do is share this stream within this time and comment a number between 1 and 20, and I will roll my 12-sided dice. My 20-sided dice. And whoever's closest or guesses the correct number wins. And if there's multiple of you, I'll have to make more, and that's absolutely fine. So go ahead, do that. And I'm going to sing a song by The Loving Spoonful, but I know it as David Lee Roth. This is Coconut Grove. After I cough. It's really true how nothing matters. No mad, mad world and no mad hatters. No one's pitching 'cause there ain't no batters in Coconut Grove. Don't bar the door, there's no one coming. Oceans roar, although the drumming of any city thoughts and city ways. The ocean breeze is cooling my mind. The salty days are hers and mine to do what we wanna. Tonight we'll find a dune that's ours, and softly she will speak the stars until sun up. It's all from heaven, someone knowing just which way your head is blowing. Who's always warm, like in the morning in Coconut Grove. The ocean breeze is cooling my mind. The salty days are hers and mine to do what we wanna. Tonight we'll find a dune that's ours, and softly she will speak the stars until sun up. It's really true and nothing matters. No mad, mad world and no mad hatters. No one's pitching 'cause there ain't no batters in Coconut Grove. A little bit of Coconut Grove there. Thank you. Dave, I'm glad it arrived to you safely. The others were sent out today. Stuart says my Scottish bluebells, harebells, have survived again but won't flower for a while yet. They've taken to flowering at Christmas, and that makes me in awe of their power. Nice. Bizarre. It's funny when flowers do that. They've come before the frost, but also when it's very cold. How bizarre. They've got their spring mixed up. I'm in the Theatre Royal to see Bryden, Mitchell and Mac. That's fun. That's very fun. I didn't know that they were on tour together as a trio. Would you please keep the noise down? I won't lie to you, Paul. I'm gonna carry on. That was a bad joke. That wasn't a very good joke at all. I'll do some of my own now. I think it's time for me songs. Me songs. I'm going to do spiders because I've been a bit annoyed politically all day. Yeah, metaphorical spiders. I blame the lies that are spun and the spiders that do it for the years of oppression that have just become habit. I had conversations with a few people recently about the general apathy, probably more so in the global north, but the general apathy of the patheticness of governments and those in power in general just being rubbish and lying and not looking after the people, and the need for community and proper spirit and empathy. But it's hard to do that when you've been worn down so much. You've had such a long amount of time where it's been really difficult to climb out of any sort of hole. I'm very privileged, and I will use my privilege as a platform to talk about these things. Which reminds me that, as always, I have a couple of charities that I am supporting through the live stream. If you send me tips, a percentage of which will go to my two chosen charities, which is the British Red Cross and their disaster relief, which is anything that constitutes a disaster. The aid will go to that, and Voices of Children, which is a Ukrainian charity specifically helping with children affected by war. Which they've been around since 2015, which I think tells you something about what's actually been going on in the background and how little we actually know about world happenings if we only pay attention to our Western media. But we will get there if we keep believing there is hope, because there is, and remembering that we are all in this together. Even those that want to believe that they're not. And go and plant something. Go plant something. If you want something to do and you don't know what to do, go plant something and then learn about the native species that are around in your cities, in your gardens, in the hedgerows, and find out what is meant to be there and maybe what we've gotten rid of. All important things. That is me before I sing spiders. Do I have a thing for it? No, I don't. I'll just play with this one. I blame the lies that are spun and the spiders that did it. The years of oppression that have just become habit. Oh, what a tangled web they weave. Oh, what we let ourselves believe. Blame the disease that we feed upon, perceived as prescription. This toxic decay promoting hate is such a wasted subscription. Oh, what a tangled web they weave. Oh, what we let ourselves believe. accusing the hungry of crimes committed by leeches on thrones, eating banquets amid, convincing the ill that their purses replenish. Just set fire to the neighbors poorer than you. What a tangled web they weave. Oh, what we let ourselves believe. I blame the lies that are spun in the spiders that do it. For humanity is dead and they paid our lives for it. Thanks, Finn. Thank you. I've got a little bit of a gargly throat, because I've been teary all day, if I'm honest. Keith, it's funny that you say I should write a song, calm amongst the chaos. I think I shall sing Utopia next. Oh, good night, Sophie's little children. Thanks for tuning in, it was really sweet of you. I'm gonna get my tuning right there. Politicians in Britain, the north is not the problem. Social responsibility is quite well taken of in northern quarters. I think I was more talking about the global north as opposed to the oppression for our own benefit of the global south. There we go, I'm in tune. Yeah, I don't know. There's quite a lot of politicians that do great things. Politicians themselves as a job, it isn't a bad job. It's who is currently within the ones that have power, that abuse that power for their own gain. It annoys me whenever people slate all politicians with, they tar them all with one brush, because I don't think they're all out for themselves. I think quite a few of them maybe are now and started out community based, but I know a few that are definitely for the people. It's a rigged system, as evidenced here. In Becker's council, Labour abstained, which meant the Tories got in despite the majority voting against them. We do have systems that, though democratic, aren't particularly. They are rigged in the favour of the minority. I'm not quite sure how to fix this unless we change the different types of systems that we use, especially for voting, and if we properly instill the importance of voting amongst young people. I had a couple of conversations with people over the weekend that they just felt a bit helpless, but then also don't vote. And I know you can bang on about that, and I get the importance of having the democratic decision to not vote. Maybe it should be more important that ballot papers that are I was going to say disfigured, then that's not what I mean. They should be also counted as like against everything, and if there's enough of those, then you gotta start again. But I don't know, it's all I am a musician. I have a lot of opinions about things, but I don't know exactly how to create system change. But the one thing I do know is that community is key and art is helpful, and so I will keep striving for both, and learning as much as I can about everything else. But yeah, this song's called Utopia, and although it can seem a bit odd to sing about a concept that is quite a lot of people feel is unachievable, I strongly believe that we don't need to have the massive extremes of two ends of the scale of something that's immensely horrible means that allows you to have the immensely wonderful. I don't believe that it's a scale like that. I think you can learn and grow and create other difficulties, but ones that allow most people to live much better. We live much better than we did in the Middle Ages. Don't have as many illnesses. We eat better. We live longer. But the consequences of that is that we've stripped a lot of goodness out of the earth for the sake of monocultures, which has caused other types of diseases, which has meant that we've put chemicals into the ground to kill off specific pests that have then disrupted the whole web. And that's just in agriculture. We do this throughout our own social and we kind of need to get back to more of an empathetic, understanding, observant and intelligent way of how we run, how we live, all of that. I appreciate this, Craig. I think I'd hate that. I think I'd rather talk this way, because I can. Because I don't know. I'm a bit spaced today. I think I'm slightly overwhelmed by it all. Utopia, I wrote to make a point that we can have all the things that we love about what we have right now, without foregoing it in the future. I think whenever on the topic of the climate crisis, there's an idea that we have to give up a lot, and we do. There are certain things like the amount that we consume, the way that we consume it, where we buy and keep creating things that we then can't recycle, that we have a instant gratification in which things have to constantly be getting better, that manufacturers don't make things to last anymore. They make it to profit off of, because they'll break and you have to rebuy a new thing again. All of the things that are preyed upon to keep the little people little and the rich people rich. We can get rid of all of that structure and have an abundance of wealth in a different way. Being able to grow your own food, so that it doesn't travel far, so that we're not using energy to ship it. It helps the land that you're currently on. It then helps the rest of the land. Not having a homeless crisis because we've got enough space for people, because we've educated people to care for one another, and if someone has anger issues or they're depressed, that we nurture them rather than ostracize them so that they get to a point in which they get so angry that they pick up a gun, things like that. Don't need all that. We can get rid of all that. It's fixable. It doesn't feel so difficult to me, and I think that's why I get frustrated, and I'm sure that's why you can be frustrated too. I do truly believe that ultimately, at the core of it, we all want the same thing. Ultimately. Yeah, it'll take us a bit to get there. But anyway, this is Utopia, and this is kind of expresses all the things that I feel like could help. From the garden we will eat. Abundant fruit shall line the streets. All will shelter from the rain in homes that we all own and made. From the garden we will eat, assisted by our friends beneath, nourishing our souls and soul. Cherish the cycle which we're born. Listen to John when he tells you to imagine. Simple but strong, we'll act with good intention. From the garden we will eat. Take a breath and feel release. Observe with virtue, help it grow. Heaven is this earth we are on. We are all one with divine love and expression of harmonious song to sustain living's creation. Utopia. We are here, utopia, be here now. Thanks, Finn. Utopia is achievable, says Stuart. You're so wise and well read on the damage we've done. I'm certainly at very aging/aged hippie. But what you say resonates and synchronises with what I believed in the 60s. Yes, it's not changed. You just had a big bout of Thatcherism and some selfishness that was thrown in. Yeah. History is important. Learn your history, understand how it affects you right now, and how some of the things in school that I really wish had been integrated within, like splitting subjects into specific boxes and then not having them overlap, really confused me. I didn't get why like religious studies wasn't also mixed in with history, so that you could learn about how and where and why. Same with like politics, just understanding all of that and the importance of, I mean, Henry VIII invented the Protestant church. How ridiculous is that? It's ridiculous. Anyway, and everything that came along with that and the reasons why, and just it annoys me that it's not have to wait till like university level for things to start overlapping, that you've got subjects that work together, yet children are constantly asking why, and how does that work? And we don't have the tools to properly be like, right, okay, let's give you a full rundown. And it's hard. I'm not saying teachers, really commend them. Having good teachers, ones that really care about the education of the pupils. I'm incredibly grateful to have experienced a few of those in my life, but also quite a few that really hated children. I don't know why they worked with them. It totally threw me off a lot of subjects that I used to love just because I had one teacher that decided they didn't like me. For whatever reason, whether I reminded them of someone, whether they were having a bad time. I don't know, they just took something out on the pupils that it's so important. So important for them to look after themselves. And it's so important to not stretch people that are teaching the next generation so thinly that they feel ill-equipped. They do an amazing job. They really do. But it should be community teaching. It shouldn't be all on the parents. It shouldn't be all on the grandparents. Not many people have, quite a lot of people don't have some parents and some grandparents and aunts and uncles and whatever. People without families then rely on teachers, and then teachers are struggling. We don't have those community nets that catch you so you don't fall through the cracks. We need to get back to that. That cultural bond, that proper human tie. We'll get there. But yes, it's important to hope. I notice a lot of young people that are similar to me that have kind of lost hope, or they've become so turned off by everything because it seems really like the world's going to end, and it's very apocalyptic views, as in like that's it and we can't go back, and everyone else has messed it up for everyone else, so we'll blame the old people like they knew what they were doing, and we'll then be so discouraged that we won't do anything ourselves because we feel like we can't, because someone else should have done it for you. If not you, who? If not now, when? Yeah. For something a bit different, I'm going to sing Witchy. Also, Claude, thank you so much. I feel like I'm ranting at you tonight. I hope you're right with that. See, crying and then trying to sing. If only I would rise just like my shower steam in winter time. If only I would rise just like my shower steam in winter time. But I feel like the condensation dripping down the newly painted wall. If only like a cup of tea I'd comfort your catastrophes, but I feel like a pot forgotten, steeping by the kitchen sink, steeping by the kitchen sink, steeping by the kitchen sink, steeping by the kitchen. A hedge-dwelling witch with a limp. On pink moon she passes my window and laughs at my dubious use of kitchen utensils. Every now and then she would catch a reflection distorted and mirrored back from my fridge. Sometimes she'd cackle and moments would pass and she'd stumble around to her late train connection. I asked her to meet me downstairs for a drink, but she coyly declines to tend to her business. And though she is hidden by mist on the hillside, her earthy aroma casts lies on the wind. Often I find myself riding at night to her soft melodies like a worm in my ear. And yet, in this soliloquy, embellishing fragility, the ego's shadow taunts creation, smirks cadence of surplus words. Thank you. You both, Heidi and Becca, have said some good things about education. That's why I love the Montessori method of teaching, experimental teaching that does overlap subjects and connects them, and also teaches the importance of being a positive and loving citizen of the world and how we are all connected. Yes. Yeah, I think when I was going off to school, I think I had the option of either being homeschooled or not, and I just wanted to have some friends. So yeah, I didn't, but I was quite inspired by kind of Steiner methods and Montessori methods. I work in a forest school that has children outside, says Becca, learning how to safely make fires and handle tools, letting them be in and appreciate nature, teaching them how to plant and care for veggies. All important stuff. It's just a shame that this isn't our mainstream idea of education. Because forest schools are great. I love them. I had a bit of forest education through the Forestry Commission's Nature Detectives, and I love loved that, and it really got me into learning about surroundings and identifying things, and making little huts out of same type of thing you would have done in like Scouts or Brownies, but not involved with whatever they're involved with. It's all this is how it should be, exactly, but that's the thing, it's not, and you have to either have very conscious guardians that know the importance of that, or you start asking for it in mainstream education. There is a bit, it does get there. There are eco schools, like in Wigtown we were in eco school and we planted vegetables and had a vegetable garden and grew bamboo around, and I was really lucky to do that, but I do think it's because there are only 70 in the school that you can have the time and space and the importance, and especially living in a rural community, you have that importance of nature anyway right there. But I feel for a lot of kind of state educated schools that really need that that literal grounding, but we'll get there. It's 10 to 8. I think it's time for us to do the competition. Yeah. Let me scroll back and find all your numbers. Oh, there they are. Okie dokie. Now time to roll. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh. Okay, I'm seeing one person that's one out. 2 people are one out. Oh, I don't know what to do in that situation. Maybe both. Maybe I'll make... Yeah, go on. I'm going to give... Okay, it was a number 18, and we had someone with 17. That was Joe Smith, and we have Becca with 19. You're both going to get a mandala. I think I have your addresses, so I shall make sure that they get sent to you. But congratulations! Woohoo! This is great. We have lots of interest from local schools coming to do day trips and teachers doing yay, so they can learn the confidence and skills needed to take kids. Thank you for telling me that. That is good. I needed to know that. Thanks, Becca. And congrats, you won. One of you will get this one, and the other one I will draw on my way down south. And wherever I land, you will get a little message from, which will be fun. Maybe I'll stick a flower in. Where am I at? Yeah, I think... Two more songs. I think I'll be doing Eye for an Eye and River Ego. Thanks for listening to me chatting this evening and for being here with me. I was having a laugh with Vin just earlier, saying I kind of wish I could just run the world, which is a bit of a... It's my ego getting all excited about it. I'd probably hate it, but I don't know. It's frustrating and challenging and sad, and I just... Not that I wish everyone was like me, because of course that's not what I'm saying. The diversity is important, and all the struggles and the nuances of life will always occur. There will always be problem solving, but I could definitely do without the horrific ordeals that are brought upon by those that wish harm. I could do without that, but we allow a lot of it that we don't see. We allow a lot of it that we don't see. We allow, by being complicit, by being silent, by not challenging, by not educating ourselves and each other on important world-altering things, by being ignorant to them, by allowing it to be perpetuated, we fall into muddy waters. It's difficult to get back out of. But I do have hope. If anything, that's what I have. I don't want to sing Guy for now. You know what I'm on about. I'm going to sing Grey Skies. Because that is all part of hope. Oh, how graceful the mountains, chaos lost to the sea. A silent waterfall throws her heart against the wall when she tries to breathe. Oh, how freely the breeze flows, softly tempts the fall of leaves. In a day she slips away into a spiral of amaze till the morning breaks. Oh, can't she see those grey skies look blue to me? Oh, how sweet is the bird song, fills the air with melody. Her soul has wandered far across a plain of fog, too sparse to know the way. Oh, how calmly the clouds drift, bringing rage yet so serene. Storms washed ashore, a wave of hope she'll ignore for another day. Oh, can't she see those grey skies look blue to me? Oh, how golden the sun sets, crimson rays between the trees. Frost is yet a thaw, till then she waits and dreams of more than fresh layers of snow. Oh, how peaceful the darkness, scattered stars cloaked in mystery. In the dead of night, oceans of black engulf the light when she can't sleep. Thanks, Heidi. Right. Oh, Alec, I'm so sorry. I'm just about to finish. I know, rubbish. I'm finishing half an hour early tonight because I've got a roast. Competition Fairy is roasting. But this is Riverigo. Thank you so much for being here with me, and for listening to me offload all of my angst and concern. Although there isn't a lot of it, it's just deep rooted in the same thing. Luna the plant, she's doing good. Is this Luna? I can't remember. I'm so sorry. Little wiggle plant. I don't know. I have a really lovely view of the Galloway Hills just now, and there's a little wind turbine at the bottom of them, and I don't know, life goes on in that way. Little Zoe is better than no Zoe at all. Thanks, Alec. Yeah. Well, I want to leave you with something that isn't just me being sad. Wiggleston was definitely her last name. Luna Wiggleston. There you go. That is you. If you want some hope and you want something to read, I highly recommend The Reindeer Chronicles. It's a fantastic book by a really lovely author who I've spoken to, and she's very nice. Today I also went into the Old Bank bookshop in Wiggers and picked up my copy of George Monbiot's Bridgenesis, which is about feeding the world without devouring the planet, which is all what I'm into at the moment. Learning about sustainable ways to make food that, doesn't ruin everything. It's probably our biggest challenge, although I feel like it's not our most easiest to solve, but we have many solutions for that will not only benefit the food system and the fact that we'll have wonderful, fresh, mostly organic, locally grown food, but it will also heal the earth, and I believe will heal our societal issues. We'll have more space to I do believe we'll fix our societal issues. We have wars over oil that we frack from arid places that we've desertified. You lose culture when you lose native food. When you lose native plants that are linked to sacred plants that are intrinsically linked to religious belief systems which are passed down through generations, it's knowledge that we lose, as well as the goodness of the soil. You use the nutrients, you then don't eat as well. Starvation. You're more easily susceptible to big money-making people oppressing and abusing you. You lose your land. You're then told to graze cattle on land that is already depleted. Yeah, you lose a lot of stuff when you don't have things to eat. Basic human right that we at some point decided, and now we don't care about that, and it's every man for themselves, which is an interesting phrase. Yeah. I have a rainbow oval in this go right now. It's for you, Zoe. Thank you, Stuart. I don't know. There is hope. Keep teaching your children and your grandchildren that there is hope. it's not, humans aren't, although we've caused it, we're also the ones to fix it. There is much to fix. And I am 24, so I have a lot of life to go. Hopefully. To do a bit more every day. But right now I sing. I sing a song about the ego and all the self that comes with that, and the importance of recognizing it and working with that. Find balance between being really confident in the person that you are, but then also being a part of a community to help benefit everyone. It's very possible. Yeah, you've been a lovely audience. Thanks for being here with me. Empathetic noise, lost in a stream of self-consciousness, mirror in a storm, caught by the eye of self-reflection. Wherever you go, river go. Worthy to be loved, vague motion of self-confidence, waiting with the flow, shamefully taunting self-acceptance. Wherever you go, river wonder with the rain, slumbering blind in self-delusion, apologetic noise, swamped in a flood of self-destruction, conception, confession, expression, deception, obsession, righteousness exists. Wherever you go, river go. Wherever you go, Thank you so much. I've been Zoë Bestel. You've been you. Thank you for listening. I will see you soon. I'm not sure about next week. I'll find out. But yes. Yeah. Thanks for being with me. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. A wonderful rest of your week. And a wonderful rest of your life. Look after yourselves. And go out for a walk. See some birds.